Right here is the Dallas Mavericks starting lineup from Game 6 of the Western Conference semi-finals. And right here is the lineup that they started last year's regular season with. In the span of over a year, the Mavs have turned a team lacking talent, lacking direction, and lacking an identity into a team built on defense, athleticism, and of course, the genius of two of the most skilled basketball players ever. And what symbolizes this Mavs turnaround more than anything is the fact both Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving have completely bought into a brand of basketball that is dependent on defense, which we all know was not the expectation when the Mavs made that trade. With this article not only giving the Mavs a C for the trade, but also stating that a Luka-Kyrie backcourt would be an adventure defensively. And I'll be honest, I didn't know what to expect from those two or the Mavs defensively, but it's amazing what happens when you surround guys with the right supporting cast, and all of a sudden those flaws that are always highlighted aren't very big flaws after all. Just look no further than the Mavs defensive rating prior to trading for Daniel Gafford and PJ Washington versus after. They went from a bottom 10 defense, only hovering a few games above 500, to the 8th best defense and winning 21 of their last 30 games, before having that defensive success translate into the postseason. And we might as well start with the defense of Luka and Kyrie, because we all know they are wizards with the basketball, but they've been locked in on defense. Just look at Luka on an island against Jalen Williams, who hits him with a couple of crossovers, which Luka does well to slide his feet against before he's then able to get a picture-perfect contest on the step-back jumper, forcing an airball. And what's better than forcing a player into airballing? Forcing them into airballing twice. Or even against Shea on this play, where Luka doesn't play great initial defense, but it's his ability to then recover and contest the jumper, forcing the miss. Let's not forget, at 6'8" with a 7-foot wingspan, even if his direct opponent creates some initial separation off the dribble, Luka still has the ability to affect the shot with a good contest. Now, Kyrie might not have those same physical traits, but the effort he showed defensively against OKC was truly elite. I mean, if you want to talk about defensive effort, look no further than this play. Jalen Williams gets the ball on the wing. With Luka helping over into the gap, it allows Dort to take him off the dribble. But watch Kyrie do his best Derek Lively impersonation, going straight up against Dort, absorbing the contact and forcing the miss. I can promise you, most guards his size would just move out of the way, with Lou Dort moving to the rim like a freight train. But Kyrie not only put his body on the line, he did so with perfect form. And this is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the winning plays we've seen from this entire Dallas roster. However, before we talk more about that, let's thank today's sponsor, Extra. Guys, it's 2024, and the need for bulky wallets are a thing of the past. And I feel very comfortable saying that because over the last year, I made the switch from a bulky wallet to Extra's new slim and improved modern wallet. That is no word of a lie. And I can truthfully say, not only does it look great with a variety of colors, from a classic brown Parliament wallet to a sleek black card holder or any number of colors in between, it is also highly compact, highly efficient, and oh, that's right, you can make it more secure than ever with Extra's new innovative Finder card. No longer do you have to frantically cancel all of your cards after misplacing your wallet behind the couch thinking it's been stolen. You now have the opportunity to know where your wallet is at all times, which is just one of many reasons to shop with Extra. And there's never been a better time than now to shop with Extra, with up to 45% off using my code 6MAN upon checkout with Extra's Father's Day sale. So just click the link in the description to shop with Extra. Now, when I say this Dallas roster has been making winning plays all postseason long, two names immediately come to mind. Guys, do I even need to say the two players that come to mind? Tim Hardaway Jr. and Dwight Powell. Okay, no, but seriously, PJ Washington and Derek Jones Jr. are two more series away from being etched into the Role Player Hall of Fame. Guys, over the last 3 games of this series, Derrick Jones Jr. set his playoff career high in points, not once, not twice, 3 games in a row, including making the biggest shot of the entire series.
Gathered by Jones with 1 to shoot, Jones makes it as the buzzer sounds!
And it's wild to think that when Dallas brought in DJJ, he was seen as an end-of-the-bench rotation player, because after all, that's what he was on a mediocre Bulls team. But after earning his starting spot through high-level defense, with Luka even calling him one of the 3 best defenders in the NBA, his confidence offensively has just skyrocketed. A play like this is a perfect example, where he sets the screen for Kai, he gets the ball in the middle of the floor, and look at the textbook floater over the outstretched arms of Chet. And this was a nice release valve for Kyrie when the Thunder would send 2 to him. Again, Jones gets the ball in the middle of the floor and hits another floater over Chet. Now, in addition to the added confidence, the chemistry he and Luka Doncic have is something special. I mean, how many times have you seen a 6'6" forward catch lobs from every spot on the floor? In fact, this is one of the most evident parts of this Dallas team. The chemistry they have is so clear. We see Luka and Kyrie showing each other love consistently on and off the court, but we obviously can't forget PJ Washington assuming the enforcer role in the Clippers series and establishing himself as Luka's personal bodyguard, alongside, you know, having an all-time series against the Thunder, averaging 18 and 8 on 47% from 3 on 8 attempts per game. I feel bad for Thunder fans, because they went from having to deal with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson to having to deal with the greatest shooter of all time, PJ Washington. And I've said this before, but this is what makes this Dallas team different to teams of the past. Not only do they have a superstar second option, but both Derrick Jones Jr. and PJ are guys capable of defending multiple positions, knocking down threes, and making plays off the dribble when the defense tries to sell out on them. Obviously, PJ got hot from 3, but I promise you regular 3-and-D wings aren't getting the ball in the post, facing up their defender before taking a couple of dribbles and dropping it in. Or again on this play where he gives his best Kareem impersonation with a bit of a skyhook. It's still unbelievable that the Mavs were able to secure the exact archetype of player that every contending team is looking for, and secure not just 1, but 2, only giving up 1 first-round pick in the process. With all of this being said, it wasn't trading for Kyrie or PJ or even getting Derrick Jones Jr. for nothing that has been the best move Dallas has made over the last year and a half. One move trumps them all. Now, I hope Adam Silver isn't listening, but the best move they made was to tank the final games of last year.
Let me be very, very clear. The Dallas Mavericks are an absolute mess. Let's say what it is.
Well, you can call last year's Mavs a disgrace all you want. That disgrace of a team landed them Dereck Lively, and this entire video could be about Dereck Lively, because after what he's endured this year, he still seems to be the most positive and energetic person on the entire roster, and his play has also been incredible. I know plus minus isn't everything, but in a closeout game 6 to be a plus 26 on the court, you're doing something right. Or in Lively's case, you're doing everything right. Offensively, he uses his monstrous athleticism to provide a roll threat and a lob threat consistently for both Luka and Kai, something Luka has barely had throughout his career. Now he has 2 elite lob threats, but it's the defense that has been special for a 20-year-old rookie. Just look at him here, slide over off the Chet screen to stop Shea from getting to his mid-range spot. Shea kicks it to Dort, who goes past Washington, and watch Lively read him like a book before swatting the shot away. Or in this play where Williams blows past Washington, he tries to drive into the chest of Lively, but Lively doesn't budge, staying vertical and blocking his shot. Or how about his offensive rebounding, securing 3 offensive boards in the 4th quarter of Game 6 alone, including this putback dunk to bring the Mavs level, and then a couple of minutes later, getting on the offensive glass again, sending himself to the free throw line. Now, if you did make it all the way to the end of the video, consider subscribing if you want to see more content like this all throughout the playoffs and just going forward. Either way, have a great day. Bye.